I'm Moz.
Pete.
We're from Ripoff Britain, and we're at Skinboat HQ recording our EP.
How's the recording going?
Pretty well.
Yeah. Hard work, really hard work.
Yeah. 12-hour days.
They don't even sound like songs anymore. You know, you play a song, play it again. It's like you know when you say a word over and over again, and it doesn't sound like a word anymore. That's what's happened to our songs.
Yeah.
You're just getting like snowballing.
Yeah,
it's just lots of chords.
Yeah,
lots of chords.
It's just shapes and sounds. You know, it's like white noise eventually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ripoff Britain's new song.
And how's this? You know, your first EP you brought out.
Yeah.
How's this moved on from that?
We've put a lot more effort into the production of it. Like, spent longer writing the songs, more time practicing them, a lot more effort in recording them. Because we did the last EP, 3 songs in 3 hours. This one's taken a full weekend, so a lot more effort put in.
Yeah. The nice producers are
Hi Ian.
are really, what's the word? Anal.
Demanding.
Yeah, but it's brilliant because you'll play something and then they'll say, "Wait a second, that you did something there. Let's do another take.
Yeah.
And then we'll go through and they'll say, "We've done this amount of takes. We're going to get the best bits out of everything." And,
Chop it together. Make it sound better than we actually are.
Yeah. So this CD is a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
You're going public to say it's a lie.
Yeah, that's official. No, it's cool. We're just doing a lot of takes and making sure that it's going to be good because we're putting a lot of hours in. We were in here 12 hours yesterday.
Is it a lot more? There's a lot more production gone into it than you'd actually be able to transmit on stage then?
Not really, except for we're double tracking guitars. Because our guitarist left like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
The one that was nine.
Ash. Yeah.
Yeah. He's gone. It is weird. We were saying that because you play into a room, and our performance very much relies on the audience being as much part of the show as us.
So trying to get that sort of atmosphere and feeling for you playing without an actual crowd there is pretty difficult.
Yeah. It is weird because usually like you stood up and then playing, and then now you're just sat in a stool. Yeah, you got headphones on. It's like. And it's completely different, just being like stood on a stage with like adrenaline and stuff, and we're not used to it, but it's different and we're learning. So.
Yeah,
it's good.
And this is all the. I assume it's all material that you've been playing on stage anyway.
Yeah.
Recording now.
Our fans will all know the songs already.
Yeah.
And I saw you put on. You just laid down "Wasted."
Yeah.
Which is like one of your real crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's definitely going down.
We almost killed by recording that. It's so fast, and we did about 10, 15 takes plus practice takes, and
yeah, he was very
on the
sweaty.
floor dying.
Yeah,
it was brilliant.
Yeah, he was definitely quite moist. How would you describe recording "Wasted"? Barrett's not here, but we'll answer it for him.
Moist.
Yeah.
That'll do for him.
Yeah, he's quite a moist character, I think, Barrett.
And from there, where do you see Ripoff Britain going anyway?
Well,
more writing.
Yeah, a lot more writing.
The things that we were doing before Ash got involved. When we had Ash in, we were going over our old songs, to get him
up to speed,
fully functioning. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it having him in the band, and he really loved it as well. But it kind of held back, so we had to, go over our songs that we've been playing for some amount of time to get another member in. It had another dimension to it, it definitely did, but it kind of pushed us back a little bit from creating new songs.
Yeah.
The pair of you did the acoustic set at Brezzers.
Yes.
On the art launch.
Yeah.
Have you thought about taking that any further?
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
Mm.
We're actually thinking about doing a few more acoustic sets, just to, push the boat out and make new things, different directions.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of good feedback from that night.
Yeah, it was really. I was really shocked by the feedback that we got because we played and then we went out afterwards and everyone was just like, wow, someone offered me to be in their band. Someone, Mark Flaherty from Cut Your Wings, he wants to start a super group. And me and Pete are just like, well, we didn't really see ourselves as acoustic players, but
no.
Well, you mentioned it when I saw your Birdwell.
Yeah, I toyed with the idea for a while, but then that was just as we got Ash in, so things got put on hold.
Yeah.
Getting back to Ripoff Britain, which is what you're at, which is what the point of this studio's would be.
Yeah.
How did it all begin, basically? In 60 seconds and less.
Wow.
Wow.
I was in year 8, a long time ago, and I was really into punk and Towers of London and stuff. I was like, yeah, punk, you know, drink, fight, fuck, riot, you know. And well, I was about 12 to be honest, but I thought, right, I need to put a band together. And my brother, who now does stand-up comedy, bought a bass guitar. So there was me and him, and he was very much Sid Vicious. He couldn't play bass, you know. We loved it, but it was fun. And then there was me, a lad called Lee, and Barrett, and then we got Pete.
Yeah.
You go.
And then I, after a while, left the band because it just wasn't for me at the time. And then about a year and a half later, we went on holiday together, came back and reformed without the original guitarist, just me, Moz and Barrett, and it sort of escalated from there.
Yeah.
Just be putting hard work into it.
Yeah.
Trying to play better venues.
Yeah, the content's a lot different, and we all put a lot more work in.
Yeah.
The songs are really different. It's not like...
Yeah. I think we've only got one song from back in those days, really, haven't we? Like, Break That.
Break That, yeah. Yeah. And that's an old song.
Yeah, because Psychotic Narcotics used to be a completely different song.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing the same, really, anymore in it.
No.
Except for the lyrics.
Yeah. It used to be like a little rock and roll riff. It was...
That's Psychotic Narcotics.
That was the original one. And then we thought, let's tone it down. Some more kind of grungy stuff, man. Simple as hell, it's just like a chord, but it's played, no. It's easy. But yeah, it was a completely different song.
Yeah. It's changed for the better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
What sort of band did you originally intend to be?
Well, it started off with your punk sort of stuff.
Kind of glam punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think we really had a direction, did we?
No.
We're all just a bunch of kids, just playing music.
Yeah.
And playing at the boardwalk.
Nick a few lagers off our parents and party. Rocking. Yeah.
But then the blues came from...
Yeah.
Who else?
I've always been a fan of playing blues bass, but it's never been one of my main genres that I like to play. But he's a little blues fiend.
I am a blues fiend, yeah. Is that a real thing?
It is now.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's just blues, isn't it? Everything. We've yesterday we were playing our song Without You that's going on the CD, and I just went to Glen, the producer. I just went, Glen, I've got this idea. Remind me after we've done the take, because I'll forget if not. So when we finished, I went into the control room and he was going, "What's the idea?" And I was like, "Well, let's put a slide on it." So I was playing Lucille on its side with this slide, just like putting a bit of blues in it. I don't know what the guys think about it yet.
We'll find out.
Yeah, because it was just like, "Oh, I've got the song. Oh, by the way, I'm going to put some slide on it."
He first said, "You know, in country music," that put us all in a bad frame.
The pressure in the room changed when I said country music because everyone just inhaled like country.
It's that fine line between country and Hawaiian now.
Yeah, country and Hawaiian, yeah. And yeah, it can sound a little bit Hawaiian. It sounds like SpongeBob SquarePants theme tune a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, it might stick. There might be a little bit of slide on Without You. If everyone agrees, we've got no objections. If the drummer turns up to the studio.
Yeah.
And Pete.
Hello.
What's how would you say your input is to Ripoff Britain?
Well, Moz does most of the songwriting, but usually he'll come with a song and I'll just make a few tweaks here and there. And I'll write the occasional riff, really.
Wasted, that
was me.
Killer riff.
Because I'm more into the heavier genres, really. But I don't mind dabbling in the blues and rock.
Yeah. I mean, we can play blues for some amount of time, can't we?
A long time.
We can play quite a bit of blues.
We've done it for hours on end.
Yeah.
Without realising.
Yeah. There's 2 guitars here, Pete.
Oh dear.
How much tape have you got? So we're looking at probably a release date in a few months-ish.
Yeah, probably November, December sort of time.
Yeah, because obviously it's all got to be made. Well, we're recording, it's all got to be made, and then we've got to have them physically made on discs and stuff. And then we've got to book an EP launch. So it's gonna be a few months, I think.
Yeah.
2 months-ish, or sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without saying the word slash, what are your influences?
Slash.
Blues, a lot of early blues. Robert Johnson, late stuff. B.B. King, Rolling Stones.
You can't see what we can see. We've got our producers pretending to fist people.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. And then even local bands. Like Cut Your Wings.
Sleepwalker.
Cut Your Wings and Sleepwalker are, if I'm influenced by any of the bands on the scene, it'll be Cut Your Wings and Sleepwalker, I'd say. Yeah, I think so. I hope I haven't missed anyone out. I like the Elephant Keys. The Elephant Keys.
Might mention Skinboat as well.
Skinboat.
Yeah.
This is Skinboat HQ. Is that technically the Barnsley scene?
Yeah, that's Barnsley scene.
That's technically the Barnsley scene.
We are the Barnsley scene.
They are the Barnsley scene. Yeah. This is Skinboat HQ. The band Skinboat in Barnsley run this nice studio.
Yeah.
What are your influence, Pete?
Well, my bass playing is ridiculously varied. Like, because I started off playing like Flea. That was my original reason to get into bass, because all of these funk influences. But recently it's been a bit more sort of towards Who's bassist, John Entwistle, because I just love what he does. He just goes mental.
Oh, you've got kind of a Who style bass solo in without you as well.
Yeah, I've put a very Who style bass solo in. It's gonna be fun.
You're using your Warwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm Mark Henry.
I'm Mark Henry.
And we're from Ripoff Britain.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. Well, thank you for coming in and filming us and letting us talk.
Yeah.
Saves us money on counselling.